One of the points in favour in terms of buying a lathe brand new is you get a lot of accessories and things like the steadies that might be missing if you're buying a lathe second hand, and we might run through some of those. Something that's pretty handy is a quick change tool post. So you get a number of these with the lathe. You install your tool in here, and then changing between tools on the lathe is as simple as turning that lever and adjusting the center height just with that knurled screw. So something to watch out for. It's a great accessory. Coolant system, definitely something worth having. Work light. Work light actually travels with the carriage on the lathe. Most brand new lathes will come with a chuck, so starting with 3-jaw chuck, that's going to be the one that you use the most. There'll also be a 4-jaw chuck included, hopefully. That's for gripping irregular shaped objects. And a face plate, that's for, I suppose, gripping the ultimate irregular shaped objects. You can bolt things to that and turn. And probably one of the ultimate accessories for the lathe is the digital readout. So this actually gives you the coordinates of the tool in X and Y. That's particularly handy if you're doing a lot of work, but also maybe if your eyesight isn't the best, it saves reading the position of the tool off the dials on the crossfeed. One thing that's important with a lathe is the range of spindle speeds for turning objects of different materials and different diameters. So being able to adjust the spindle speed is pretty important. Simple lathes have belts like on a drill press where you change the belt to a different position. Most lathes you're probably going to be looking at for the farm or for a decent workshop are going to have a geared head. So that has a gearbox here, and you can change a couple of levers here, which will give you a range of spindle speeds as dictated by the chart. Now there's also another gearbox to consider, and that's for threading. So underneath this guard here is a thing called the lead screw, and that governs the position of the carriage with respect to the spindle. And so that's how you actually machine a thread with a lathe. Now you get different threads by changing the speed of the lead screw with respect to the spindle, and that is changed using thread change gearbox. So there's lots of different speeds needed. We've got four gear change knobs there. Simple lathes in the past have used things called change gears, where you've had a stack of gears and you actually pick and change those gears to get the right speed. But thread change gearbox makes that job a lot easier. If we walk over to this lathe here, this is a little bit more high tech. The spindle speed on this lathe, it's actually variable speed. This knob here, the lathe has got a tacho, and you've got low and high range selection, but ultimately governing the speed is this little knob here. So you know, that's going to add a fair bit of money to the price, but you know, if you're using it a fair bit, might be something worth considering.